It's been half a century since John Glenn's legendary trip around the planet. We'll hear from the former senator. And Ash Wednesday was this week. We talked to students and a local pastor about the annual religious ritual. Welcome to this week's Lantern Webcast. Thank you for joining us. I'm Katie Harriman. John Glenn is an icon, not only as the first American to orbit the Earth, but also as an ambassador to The Ohio State University. This week, OSU celebrated the 50th anniversary of Glenn's voyage. For more, we go to Sarah Steeman.
It's one of the greatest achievements of any American, let alone an Ohioan. It was 50 years ago this week that John Glenn became the first person from the U.S. to orbit the Earth. Images and exhibits celebrating Glenn have been visible throughout Ohio State's campus this week. And at 90 years old, the former senator still remembers his voyage around the Earth in 1962.
It's a very different view, obviously, when you can look down and see whole nations going by just at a glance. And go over and see things like the Red Sea or something like that just at a glance.
Despite graduating from Muskingum College in his hometown of New Concord, Ohio, Glenn is still highly involved in the OSU community. In 1998, Glenn joined with OSU to create what is now known as the John Glenn School of Public Affairs. In 2012, he remains engaged as an OSU ambassador.
The leaders of tomorrow are going to come from the campuses of today. And our motto here, I think, is a pretty good one. Our motto or our mantra, whatever you want to call it, of inspire citizenship, develop leadership. And that's pretty potent, I think.
Reporting for The Lantern, I'm Sarah Steeman.
Thank you, Sarah. The countdown to Easter has begun for thousands of Ohio State students who took part in Ash Wednesday services on campus. For more, we go to Matt Edwards.
It's a day full of prayer, reflection, giving back to the community, and giving up luxuries, all symbolized with an ash cross on one's forehead, a mark that has a different meaning for different Christians.
Being marked with the sign of the cross with ashes is a very specific sign and a very elegant sign, and it definitely is one that can't be hidden unless you wash it off as soon as you get it. This is a sign of salvation, the sign that Jesus saved us from our sins.
Just kind of symbolizes Jesus to me, and just like I kind of like it because it just shows that I'm not afraid to show that Jesus died for me. I'm Methodist usually, but a bunch of girls on my lacrosse team decided to go together, so I thought it would be good team bonding and good time to go to church and start preparing for Lent.
Students attended Mass and prayer services in the thousands to celebrate Ash Wednesday, a day of the year many feel is necessary to fulfill a purposeful meaning.
They need to be here and live out that mission that we're all called to live. And this is sort of the day that we all get that started, and we have so many people come out to show that and to acknowledge what Jesus did for us, and it's really great to see.
Most of the campus ministries I've been in have added at least 2 or 3 masses or services, and you know, they've always been full. I remember one night at Boston University, pouring down rain. It had been pouring all day, and at 10 p.m. at night I had 600 people in the chapel.
Reporting for The Lantern, I'm Matt Edwards.
The Ohio State men's basketball team only has 3 regular season games before March Madness begins. This week, the Buckeyes got their shot at revenge against the Fighting Illini after last month's upsetting loss. For more in sports, here's Justine Boggs.
After losing earlier this season 79-74 in Champaign, the Ohio State men's basketball team did not let up on the offense and kept their defensive intensity to beat Illinois for their second to last home game this season. Ohio State shot 65% against the Illini, a huge improvement from the 38.8% from the field against the University of Michigan. In the postgame, head coach Thad Matta said, "We didn't do anything magical. They just went down for us tonight." Deshaun Thomas went 11 for 12, but also credits teammate William Buford for his offensive game. Thomas said, "It's not just important for me to play well, it's important for the whole team. I just came in and shot with confidence and got my teammates the ball." Make sure to tune in to the Lantern Sports on Twitter for all of your instant updates. With the Lantern Sports, I'm Justine Boggs.
Thank you, Justine. That's all we have for you this week. You can find more on these stories and other news at thelantern.com. Be sure to find us on Facebook and Twitter for instant updates on all of your Ohio State news. For all of us here at The Lantern, I'm Katie Harriman.